everybody, it's Angela. I hope that you guys are good and groovy in your lives right now. I'm coming to you from an Airbnb, and there's so much that I want to share with you guys, but this coronavirus situation has really floored me. I got furloughed yesterday, and before yesterday, I think my reaction to it was at arm's length. I was still working. I knew this was probably coming, but I didn't feel, I wasn't in my feelings about it just quite yet. And now that I'm on furlough, I'm going to have to apply for unemployment in a couple of weeks. And this is all kind of untimely for me, but there is a lesson there. And I can't articulate it, so I'm going to tell you my story. I'm going to catch you guys up. So listen to this story time with Angela. Angela is awake. Over. Also, I want to just say thank you for everyone who's been subscribing. I really appreciate it. It's been maybe 2-3 months since I've made a video. I know it was the beginning of the year. Um, so thank you for continuing to subscribe. I haven't made a video. And then also thank you guys for watching the videos that I just put up. I think I'm going to start making a lot of videos because right now I have some time on my hands and I want to be productive. And I have videos that I need to edit now, and it's keeping me from shopping. So let's talk. Let's get real here for a minute. So last year, as you guys know, I started my gratitude journey, and it transformed my life. My intention in July of last year was to start doing things differently. I wanted to start facing my problems and not running. And I wanted to ascend. I wanted to answer the calling over my life. Um, I felt like there was a calling for me to be a healer, but more so than that, more personal than that, I felt like there was a calling for me to grow and heal, um, because I have such a capacity for introspection. And I'm only now really starting to see that as a gift, my ability to really dig deep and dig deep inside of myself. And so I've really been doing the work. I've been dealing specifically in the latter months. I mean, first of all, let me just say I have overcome so much self sabotage, that I realized all of the self sabotage was just a byproduct of my lack of self love and my lack of gratitude over my life. I learned a lot of bad habits growing up, and so I've been able to really deal with that. And now, what I've been dealing with is creating abundance in my life and learning how to live with it, and really dealing with the sense of lack that I've had over the past 45 years. And I'm still dealing with it. However, I've been able to really build a lot of abundance, more abundance than I've had in years in such a short amount of time. Like right now, I'm in an Airbnb. I decided to take an Airbnb for a week. Um, my goal was cut to 2 weeks ago. Okay, right now it's the end of March. So in February, I had my biggest month at work. I sold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of furniture and had an incredible bonus, and didn't see it coming. And I went from making, just my base salary, which wasn't very much, um, to selling six figures and grossing a 5-figure month. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I had a 5-figure commission check. And, 5 figures can really help you change your life, um, and give you a sense of security. So I was like, okay, I've been living at home. Well, not living, well, living with my mom. Now I think it's time for me to get an apartment, find an apartment for her of her own, and just move into a different phase of my life. And so I've been working on that and picked out furniture. I've decorated my house completely in my life, and um, putting the money aside and, just ready. I came across some hurdles on my credit report that I was unaware of. So I had to put money towards cleaning that up, which was a bummer. And all the while, like, coronavirus started to creep up. And I really wasn't paying attention to it because the only thing about it that I was hearing, I really didn't think it was going to get this serious, was just the fear and the panic. And I don't deal with fear and I don't deal with panic. They're huge distractions. But then it really started getting close to home because all of my siblings were working from home. One of my best friends started working from home, and we started talking every day. We closed our showroom at my job to the public, and that's when it really hit, like, oh my gosh, this is a thing. But I really felt like because our clientele has so much money that they're going to be bored and they're going to want to keep spending money on luxury furniture and doing projects. And that's been kind of true, but my company is a family-owned business and they just couldn't stay afloat that way. So they finally furloughed us. And then it really hit home. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if now is a good time to move into an apartment when my future is so uncertain. There's like a shortage of groceries and a shortage of toilet paper. Like it all started to really sink in, and I started to panic and I started to have fear, and I backslid and started spending money because money is a coping mechanism for me. It's spending money, and I had to like grip myself together and put my life back together. And unfortunately, I spent a few $1,000s that I wish I would not have, that I can't recoup. Um, but I'm not broke. I didn't go broke, but I'm still in this. I'm on high alert because my income is on. My income is up in the air, and this move was really important for me because my sanity and my sense of well-being is really, really important to me. And now that I'm not working and having to spend my time at home, my home environment is a little bit lower at vibration. And so I ended up deciding to do an Airbnb just to have some space during this time so I can meditate, figure out what my next moves are, and, reassess, regroup. And when I walked in here, obviously, there were pictures on the website about what this apartment looked like. And it's kind of messy right now, but it is insane. This apartment, I don't know if you guys can see, looks aesthetically like what I've envisioned in my mind. Like I've got, I don't do Pinterest, but I've got all these pictures. I've created a folder. I've created a physical folder of stuff, of furniture, of decor, and the light fixtures, the fans, all of this stuff in this apartment are my. You can't really see it that well, but they're all my aesthetic. And I just stood in here and I just thought to myself, oh my gosh, you manifested this, Angela. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's really, I think it's kind of lost in translation. I can't really express, but the aesthetic of this space is what I've been envisioning in my mind. And it was just another sort of affirmation about my manifestation and how I have been manifesting my life lately, and my manifestation has been becoming more accurate and more purposeful and more intentional. That's the best word. My manifestation has become more intentional, and it's been more affirming, seeing the things that I've been manifesting. And I'm like, now I just need to manifest this where it's my own space. And this was a reminder that, okay, what's the lesson? Because I made this video a few times. When I got really full of fear and panic and I started shopping, the fear made me react, and it allowed me to make bad decisions, and I couldn't hear the opportunities, and I couldn't really figure out what to do next because I was all panicky. And right now during this time, it's really important for you guys to like not be dealing in fear and to be living in love and still being on your manifesting journeys and your abundance journeys and your gratitude journeys. And that's really, really what I learned. I sometimes feel like, manifestation is this great magical power, and it's so fun to work with. Like, oh my God, I just had another realization. I had a manifestation, I had a goal. And this is how manifestation works. At least for me, you'll have a goal and you claim it. You know it's for you, then you let it go. I told the universe I need $10,000. I need $10,000. And I claimed it, and I was like, I don't know how it's gonna come, how I'm gonna generate it. I told the universe I'm willing to work for it. Um, I want $10,000. That's a good number. And then I dropped it down to five. I was like, well, I'll be okay with five. Um, because I wanted to make it achievable. And this was probably the beginning of the fall that I was thinking this. But I really, in December, started working with the moon cycles. I'm going to make some moon cycle videos. Moon cycle magic is what I like to call it. I found working with the moon cycles to be really great for manifestation. Um, but then I let it go. I absolutely let it go. And I just realized I manifested that $10,000 and then some. And now here's the thing. Now here's the new lesson is once I manifest, I have got to start creating plans on how to receive and live with the abundance and the manifestations that I create for myself. Um, I know they're going to come, but I also have to be ready for them and ready to handle them, I guess, because I spent some of that 10,000 and I wish I would not have. And so now I've got some money in the bank. I'm going to be okay paying my bills, but um, it's still scary. It's still scary to not know where your money is going to come from. So what was the goal of this video? I don't know. I needed to come on here and talk to you guys. It's been a minute, but really it's about continuing to live in love. Keep doing the work, guys. Keep doing what you need to do. Keep working on yourselves. Manifestation works. You can live in abundance. You can change your life. It takes work and it takes diligence and it takes endurance. And you have to, I feel like the biggest muscle that I've learned to really use is my willpower. And not drinking when I think I shouldn't drink, not eating meat when I think I shouldn't eat any meat, not and sometimes eating meat. And this has been a lesson for me is realizing that your journey is really individual. I don't call myself vegan any longer. I do eat mostly vegan, but sometimes I need a little bit of red meat for that iron, and I find it's the best way for me to consume it. Iron pills can be really harsh on your body and on your liver. Um, and that's a weird side note, but you have to tailor your journey to you. And you have to become the expert in your life and over yourself and over your body and trust your instincts. Really, really, really trust your intuition. All right, I'm going to leave it here. It's a 13-minute video. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. You're going to see more content from me because I've got so much time. All right. Love you guys.